Hi everyone, this is podcast on mission with Joshua Ovie. It's nice to be back. Thank God for His mercies of our lives. After the last episode, which is around March or so, we've not been able to upload any other episode on missions, but we've been uploading interviews, so you can go back and check interviews with missionaries over the last 6-7 months and be edified with that. So we are fully back on podcast on mission and we'll be releasing various episodes as God gives grace. So it's nice to be back here. Welcome back. If you've not yet subscribed to this channel, please do so. Do so now. Many of the viewers have not subscribed to this channel, so you can do so now. Just a second. Press the subscription button. Yes, on that, press it, and then share with everyone around you so they can get to understand the heartbeat of God, what mission is all about, and then play their part in the Great Commission task. So you're welcome back to this channel. For today's episode, we'll be talking about the pillars of mission. The pillars of mission. Like every house, it needs pillars. Every building needs foundation. So what are the foundation by which mission stands? What are the foundation by which missions work, mission activities are based on? So these are the 4 pillars. There are 4. For some cycles there are 4, some cycles there are 3, some cycles there are 5, but it's generally agreed to be 4. The 4 pillars, like table. Table, yeah, has 4 legs. So it's also these pillars. There are 4 pillars by which mission stands on, and they all start with the letter G. Yeah, so you can easily remember them. The letter G. The first is giving, the second is grooming, the third is groaning, and the fourth is going. First is giving, second is grooming, third is groaning, fourth is going. And for today's episode, we'll be looking at giving as it involves mission. Giving as it involves mission. Giving involves providing resources, support, and funding to enable missionaries and mission agencies to fulfill their calling. It can be in the form of financial support, resource provision like materials and equipment. This enables them to do their work more efficiently and spread the gospel, serve the needs in their community, establish church, and disciple believers. So by giving, by resources, not just giving financial resources, giving materials, giving equipment, a mission agency or a missionary can need a PA system, can need a bike because of the terrain, can need, of course, finances, can need clothes, can need any material. So it's not just giving cash. You can give materials, can give equipment, can provide systems by which the work will be effective and more efficient for a mission agency or a missionary. Scattered through scriptures, we see the act of giving as it pertains to mission. Acts chapter 4 verse 36 to 37 says something. Message translation. Joseph, called by the apostles Barnabas, which means son of comfort, a Levite born in Cyprus, sold a field, and then that he brought the money and made an offering to the apostles. So he sold his own field. He has a field like a land. He sold it and brought the money to the apostles. He brought the money to the apostles. So he was in his own way supporting the work of God, supporting the work of the apostles, supporting the evangelical activities of the apostles. So giving is all encompassing. It's all encompassing. So we see Barnabas here, who was called the son of consolation, for his act of giving to support the work of God. Another scripture we see is in Romans 16 verse 1 to 2, message translations. Be sure to welcome our friend, Paul speaking, friend Phoebe, in the way of the master, with all the generous hospitality we Christians are famous for. With all the generous hospitality we Christians are famous for. So in the apostolic age, the Christians were famous for hospitality, were famous for taking care of strangers, taking care of believers. And he was saying, I actually endorse both her and her work. She's a key representative of the church at Central. Help her out in whatever she asks. She deserves anything you can do for her. She helped many a person, including me. So Paul was asking for support for Phoebe. He was asking for support for her because she has helped him in many ways. So he was asking for support for the lady, the same way missionaries ask for support for themselves, for their families, for the work of God in their hand. Paul was standing as a mobilizer and was mobilizing support for Phoebe, who needed support at the time. Another scripture that gives light to what we are saying is in Philippians 4 verse 15 to 16. Message translation says, you Philippians well know, and you can be sure I will never forget it, that when I first left Macedonia province, venturing out with the message, not one church helped out in the give and take of the work of this work except you. You were the only one. Even when I was in Thessalonica, you helped out, and not only once but twice. So Paul speaking, Paul as a missionary, we all know, was one of the vibrant missionaries in the New Testament church. He was speaking of the Philippians church, and he was saying they gave, and they gave again. So giving is part of the mission task. Is one of the way the gospel spreads. So they gave and they gave again. So in the Philippian church, Paul speaking that they exert themselves to give, and they gave once, they gave again, and they continue giving. Mission agencies that do well in giving. So there are various mission agencies scattered around Nigeria that do well in giving. Yes, so there are mission agencies that what they do basically is giving, like the Philippians church, like Barnabas, like Paul talking about the church to Phoebe. There are many mission agencies whose base their work in just giving. If you watch the movie Forgotten Ones, I urge you to go watch the movie. Forgotten Ones is in Damilola and Bamiloye YouTube channel. Go there and watch the movie, The Forgotten Ones. It will really bless you. In that movie, you will see there was a particular mission agency that was all out for giving, all out for supporting mission agencies. So the missionaries also, they go mobilize support and carry the needs, the support they've gathered, money, materials, and then they give to the mission agencies or the missionaries. So there are mission agencies like that scattered around Nigeria and the world. One of such mission agencies is the Christian Missionary Fund. You might not know this agency, but you will know the leader over this mission agency. Her name is Ibikun Awoshika. Yes, she was one time First Bank Managing Director. Yes, so she has a board. She leads this agency where they support missionaries, and they support mission agencies. So yes, God has blessed you. God has given you a lot of resources, and you are a steward. Like scripture will make us understand, we are steward of God's resources. We are steward of God's resources. So as stewards, you ensure the resources in your hands are deployed to areas of needs in the kingdom. Ibikun Awoshika has the mission organization that ensures that the needs of missionaries are met. You can go to our website, check for Christian Missionary Funds, and you will see a lot of activities that have been done by the mission organization over the years. And if you listen to her speak, you might have watched one of our reels on YouTube or Facebook or any of these social media platforms, and you will see her desire, you see her mandate, you see how she is poised towards ensuring that the kingdom is established by her finances, by her lifestyle, by the way she lives. She is big on character, even amidst the corruption that is in the system of Nigeria. And she's also big in supporting the work of God, living for the work of God. I remember listening to her in one of this program where she said, "Take this stage, Lord." She sang this popular Nathan Party song. "Take this stage, Lord, and have your way. I'm just your vessel, nothing more. So she realized that everything about her is for the Lord. So as she ascends ladder of or ascends pedestals in the in various organizations in the world, she deploys everything towards the kingdom and more towards missionaries, towards mission cycles. Another mission agency that does a lot of work towards this is Christian Missionary Volunteer, of which I'm a member. Christian Missionary Volunteer, led by Bro Larry, based in Abuja. Christian Missionary Volunteer also visit missionaries, raise support for them, support them in cash, support them in various ways. I was with Christian Missionary Volunteer for a mission outreach recently, and we met a couple missionary who is in a feed, and he was there a night before we came, or 2 nights before we came. They were literally without food supply. They were, I think he gathered his family the way he told us, and they prayed. They asked God for help, for provision, because their food supply was done already. So he prayed, and he told his children, told his wife, told everyone that God will truly provide. And true to his word, we were the ones God used to provide. And tears literally filled my eyes when I heard him say, "You're coming, and the foodstuffs you brought was an answer to prayer." That's the kind of life worth living for. I tell you, there is so much joy in your heart and in the heart of the person you've been able to reach out to with such needs. Giving is very essential. It's very, very essential in the Great Commission task. The other mission agencies that are involved with this work, there's the Mission Enablers International, and there are also individuals also. They are individuals, they are millionaires, billionaires in the kingdom that support the work of missions. They don't make noise about it, they don't make a fuss about it, they just do it quietly, like Barnabas did in the Bible. Denominations also do the same. For example, my own denomination, every last Sunday of the month, the last Sunday now, every first Sunday of the month, actually, every first Sunday of the month we have a commission offering. So, and it's pre-announced. So there's weeks before it's announced, okay, first Sunday of the month, remember your mission offering. So you are supposed to gather a lot of resources and then give towards that. And I believe other denominations do the same, whereby mission offering is given to support the work of God, because the work of God needs a lot of resources. We can't overemphasize this truth. Missions won't be very effective. It won't go to the mile it would get to without giving, without resources, without material resources, without financial resources. So this is a plea to you watching this, to play your part in the Great Commission task. There are people who, like I always say, who like the idea of not going and prefer to give. That's good, that's fair. So take out a percentage of your money, the way you give tithe, and then budget a particular money to give towards missions, to give towards the missionary. You can pick out a missionary and make a vow, make a pledge that you will just support this missionary. You will just be a support to this particular missionary family. You can make that pledge. You might be giving 200 naira, you might be giving 500 naira, might be giving in dollars, you might be giving in any currency of the world, and you are just supporting them, giving to them, giving them materials. Some of the things we throw away can, of course, help them in their needs. So you can reach out, you can drop a comment on this post, on this content, and then request for a missionary you want to be supporting. There are various missionaries and various mission agencies that needs a lot of support. If us in the city, if us in our various places of living and affairs in life have needs, talk more of people in the villages, in nooks and crannies, in the riverine areas, in the north, in villages far away from civilization, who forsake all when there just to ensure that people without the gospel get the gospel. They need a lot of support, and there's nothing too small, there's nothing too big to give. There's nothing too small, there's nothing too big to give towards this work. So this is a call. This is a call to you, to your friends also, to give towards missions. Make a vow today. Pick a mission agency, pick a missionary. You can do that bi-monthly, you can do that quarterly, you can do that yearly. But as much as God gives you grace, trust God to support a missionary, to support in giving towards a missionary. Partner with a missionary. They are fertile fields, I tell you, they are fertile fields. You know, we want to sow seeds, sow a seed. Yes, mission agencies and missionaries, they are fertile fields. And if you sow there, you will reap 30-fold, 60-fold, and 100-fold. The God who sees the heart of men will truly reward your labor of love. So this is a call to give. This is the first pillar of mission, giving. Very strong pillar of mission. We don't want to hear missionaries leaving the mission field because their needs are not met, because they are in poverty, in lack. That's not a good state, even though they are not supposed to do that. But of course, we can support them, we can help them in giving. This is also a call to you and to everyone around you to ensure you give. Ensure you give as God gives grace. Thank you very much for listening. Like this video, share your comments, share what blessed you with this video, and then if you want to partner with any missionary, make a comment. Comment will be addressed, and then also subscribe to this channel. As God will truly bless us all. Stay blessed. Thank you very much. Watch out for the next episode.